How y'all doing? Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm grateful that everybody is here. All the vendors, everyone who participated today. You know, it's really important. And everyone who's listening, you know, we could do anything at all today. We chose to be listening here today. And all the YouTubers out there, thank you for listening as you are. Make sure you pass on this information. You know, this is created by one man. Right? It's an idea that somebody had. We all have ideas. This man had an idea, and then he put it into words and he shared with some other people, and they took on to it. It became an idea that became an action. We're all here. There's a lot of people who created this festival, but this was an idea from somebody. Somebody had an idea, and now it's a reality. So the point that I'm trying to make is, build it and they will come is something that means a lot to me. Somebody had an idea, he built it, and here we are, right? This is what happens when we do this. We all have the opportunity to build ideas and make a difference. We all do that within our organizations, and we all have opportunities to do that in our lives. Somebody that, you know, I work with is Kathy Stevens from the Catskill Animal Sanctuary, and she did the same thing about 16 years ago. She had an idea, she shared it, and then it became a reality. It became an opportunity for me to be able to speak out in the world, to be able to create ideas and opportunities for people to come to the sanctuary and use the sanctuary. So sanctuaries, I don't know who's been to a sanctuary here, any sanctuary, right? Sanctuaries are vital. They're a vital part of our movement because what they do is they allow us to bring people in to see an animal, like we see a dog or a cat, right? Nobody would ever consider eating a dog or a cat. We just don't do that. However, we eat lots of other animals, chickens, pigs, cows, even horses, right? Sanctuaries allow us to break down that wall, and to bring people in to understand that there's something more to it. There's more to it. There's another life. It's no different. There is no difference whatsoever. Kathy built something, she created it, and there I am. And there's so many other people that come, activists that come, volunteers that come, staff. It's an opportunity. So, one of the things that I always want to bring real clarity to, this is really important for me, right? It's like bringing action to it. We have a lot of great words, there's a lot of great speakers, you can hear a lot of people speak a lot of beautiful things, there's a lot of books, there's a lot of movies, but we have to do something about it. We have opportunities that we have to do about it, right? So, let's talk about a couple other things because I want to keep this up. This is a really heavy ceremony. If any of you have been here or participated, this is heavy. This is really heavy. It's sad, right? But it's an opportunity for us to not get depressed, not to be upset. I don't want anyone to feel like that. I don't want anyone to be any more depressed than it takes to light a fire under your ass to do something in this world. We have an opportunity here to experience this and move forward. I have friends with the tattoo shop, right? They're part of a big tattoo shop. These are great people. We are going to make them vegan, by the way. They have an opportunity. We all have opportunities. They work there. So what is the difference? Hey, listen, you talk to who you work for. We would like to make the tattoos vegan. It's an easy process. We're going to get there. And if you're watching Guy and Paul, that's going to happen. We're going to make that very soon. But that's the opportunity that they have, and they're going to do that. You work for a corporation. You have an opportunity to bring vegan lunches or have your organizations or whatever feed people with vegan food. Take staff tours to sanctuaries. Come here, do stuff. We have opportunities to do that, right? So let's look at some of the things that we accomplished this year, I think, that are really important to consider. So just about a week and a half ago, I know some of my friends' faces here, we just went somewhere. We went somewhere for the last time. We went to the very last Ringling protest ever in history. Let me hear it with the last one. The last one! 165 years human beings have been torturing animals in order to entertain our children. What a lame sin that is. Horrific that we allowed it to go on for so long, right? But we all did it. Anybody who's ever told anyone that the circus is not a good place, anyone who's ever shared a video, anyone who's ever protested even once, you were all part of it. You were all part of it, and it's done. A lot more to go. SeaWorld is next, right? SeaWorld discontinues. Yep, SeaWorld gone, coming soon. They discontinued their orca breeding program, and they're phasing out orca shows. But don't forget, That's hundreds, maybe 1,000 animals. I'm not really sure the number, but there are millions of animals in those tanks that are imprisoned for the rest of their lives because they're beautiful. Millions. 11,000. Orcas? 29 orcas out, right? But what about the dolphins? What about the sharks? What about the sea turtles and the seals and every fish and every shrimp? The rest of their lives, they'll never know anything but a cage. So we have to keep mindful about that, right? Even at the sanctuary, Catskill Animal Sanctuary, I think we took about 125 animals last year. Here's our victory. We had some horrific people up in Massachusetts that were hoarding animals that had a farm-to-table operation going. And what they do? They raise animals, and these animals were piling up dead. It was Holocaust situation at its worst. And then you get the pleasure of eating their flesh at the table because it's a farm-to-table thing. Don't be disillusioned. That's not real. There's no regulations. But what happened not too long ago? 27 convictions. The largest convictions in Massachusetts animal welfare history. So let's give it up for that. That's another victory, right? Oh, yeah. Ben & Jerry's had 2 flavors. Now they have 6. Come on. Things are moving. We're moving. The chimps. Where's my man Donnie? Where's my brother Donnie? There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here had an idea. Something got into his heart and broke his heart. And he stood up. And there's a lot of other great people that stood with him. And this man went to people's house. He went to their supermarkets. He went to people's everything and stood there with signs with their faces on it and their names on it. And shared with the community that these people are supporting horrific things that happen to animals. And this man was about 3 weeks ago, got word from IBM that they said that they were pulling out. And that caused an avalanche. And what happened last week, Donnie? $6 million are now going to chimps that will be spending the rest of their life on an island. These people didn't want to care for these animals, but this man got it. These animals will live for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Donnie, that's it. Hey man, I can go all around. There are absolutely everywhere here and everywhere listening on YouTube. We have an opportunity in our world to make a difference, and we have to. If we don't, who is going to? Every single animal is counting on us. Not only our animals, but our children, our people. We have to do this. It makes absolutely no sense for us to sit there. So, create an opportunity. If you're not wearing an animal rights shirt, you'll never see me without one. I gotta wear this thing today. But anyway, you'll never catch me without one. Because it offers an opportunity for when somebody looks at me to either have a conversation or to put a little drop in their head. That dam eventually breaks and we all go vegan. I wasn't vegan my whole life. I went to the circus. I think most of us have, right? But then at some point we got it. It's just not possible. It's not realistic. We don't need to do this in our lifetime. So I'm putting a challenge out to every one of you. For all of you that who do go to demonstrations and protests, I do not want to see any protester ever go to another protest, and I hope you all are listening to me back here, without bringing one friend. We need new people in this movement. We need to bring people in this movement. Friends, family, strangers. Tell people what we're doing, because people inherently believe what we're doing is right. 92% of people polled love animals. They love them so much. I believe that. You love your dog? Of course. Look at that beautiful animal. I hope she ain't eating any other animals. We have to be careful about that, right? We love some animals with all our heart and others with all of our stomachs. So we speak to people who are intimately and passionately involved in dog and cat rescue, right? Super important. But maybe they haven't got the full connection. We have to connect them. It's what I call low-hanging fruit. The environmentalists, passionate about our environment, super passionate. But what are they doing? They're contributing to the very thing they seek to remove. Animal agriculture, the #1 cause of air, water pollution, deforestation, desertification, all that. You have to be mindful, but not everyone gets it. Not everyone gets it. So we have to share. We have to find out what's important to people, find out what's important to them, know what, research, learn what we have to. There's videos, everything, cowspiracy, what the health, speciesism, there's lots of them. Know them, study them, bring those facts, logic, and love and connection to people, because we weren't all there, but we need everyone there. We're getting there. We are getting there. And it's with every one of you, and all the actions that you do. So listen, the challenge, every activist, make sure you bring people. Wear your vegan shirts, your animal rights shirts. You go to your house of worship, have a conversation with the leaders there. Create vegan nights, create movie nights to empower and educate. Do not ever be ashamed and do not ever step down. The moment that you do, every animal's life is lost. It's vital that we do this. It's vital. Thank you very much. Go vegan, go vegan, go vegan.